Mrs. Smith. How are you?
Good. How are you doing, Mr. Hahn?
I'm good. I'm very excited. It's the first day of school. We haven't seen our kids since March
Mm-hmm.
in the school. So very, very exciting for everybody. And we
Glad to have our students and faculty and staff back.
we
Yes.
know that a lot has changed and there's some different expectations in regards to what we have to do to ensure that everybody is safe. So that's really what we're going to talk about this morning in our video, and we'll also be coming around the classrooms. Students, ask your teachers questions, ask us questions. We're here for you. We are very thankful to have you guys back in the building. So with that being said, do you want to get started and talk about masks first, Mrs.
Sure. Sounds good. So, Mr. Hahn, all of our students are going to be getting 7 nice masks. Now, there were so many masks ordered that right now we only have enough for 3 masks for each student. The rest will be delivered in a little bit. So you'll get to take those masks home. They're reusable, so you can wash them. Just make sure you are able to bring them back and have some clean masks. And in the elementary, we have this little cord that we'll be latching it onto so that we don't lose it as well. All right. But in times to wear these masks, Mr. Hahn, do we have to wear a mask all day?
No, we do not have to wear a mask all day, but the general rule is in all common areas, we need to have a mask on, and when 6 feet of distance cannot be safely maintained. Some common areas to note when entering the building or when exiting the building: in the hallways, always have them on in the hallway; in the bathrooms, when you're asked by an adult; out on the playground, in the lunch lines, and on the school buses to start. We've been pretty intentional about building in times for mask breaks. The classrooms are equipped to have or set up physically so we can have students take masks off whenever we can, because we know it's a long day with a mask on for sure if you have to wear it all the time. So when in doubt, have your mask on though, for sure.
And the adults, the teachers will be letting you know when you don't have to wear the masks.
Yep. Now let's talk about the appropriate way to wear a mask. It's, nose and
Mr. Hahn, do I have it on right?
Oh my. No, you don't. It goes over your nose and your mouth.
Oh, all right.
So just like that.
Okay.
Yep.
So I need to be able to see.
You need to be able to see. So not like this with your nose exposed. That's not correct either. If you've been out and about at all over the past 6 months, you've probably seen people walking around with their mask on like this. The correct way to wear a mask is over your nose and your mouth. Okay?
Mr. Hahn, do students only have to wear the ArcPort ones, or can they bring in their own?
Students, you can absolutely bring in your own, but let's make sure that they're respectful and appropriate for school in accordance with the dress code. But yes, you can absolutely bring your own mask in.
Nice.
And if you forget a mask, don't panic. We have them, okay? We will get you a mask if you forget. We don't want anybody to panic.
Next is hygiene for our hands, keeping our hands and our environments clean. In the elementary, PK6, you're going to be either washing with soap and water when at all possible, or with sanitizer when coming into any learning space. So when you come in first thing in the morning in your classroom, you're going to be hand washing or sanitizing. Any of your special areas that you go into, you're going to be hand washing or sanitizing.
Yep, and upstairs for 712 students, use hand sanitizer whenever you're entering or exiting a classroom. We have hand sanitizer in every room upstairs. And certainly wash your hands whenever you can when you're in the bathroom. And the key is to just keep everybody to get into this rhythm of using hand sanitizer whenever entering or exiting a room.
Very true. Mr. Hahn, now our drinking fountains, that's a big change for many of our kiddos. The drinking fountains still look normal. They're still on the wall. Some of them, the other night we had Meet the Teacher for our pre-K and kindergartners, and they pushed some of the buttons and there was a little bit of a trickle. But it's important, boys and girls, that we are not drinking off of the drinking fountains. You need to bring in a water bottle from home. Make sure it's labeled with your first and last name on it. Yep. And we have water bottle fillers that have been installed all over the building on our pre-existing drinking fountains, so that you'll be able to put it up there and get it filled up with some nice cold water. But we are not going to be able to use the drinking fountains like we have in the past. If you forget your water bottle, like Mr. Hahn had said about the mask, don't worry. We have paper cups and things that we will definitely will get you some drinks. Okay.
And upstairs, do your best to make sure that the water bottle you have has a closed lid. So as you're carrying it around throughout the school day, there's a less of a chance that a spill or a mess can occur. And if you don't have a water bottle, you forget it, we will have water bottles for you to use. So try your best to bring one. But again, just like the masks, if you forget or you don't have one that day, come to Student Services, let a teacher know, and we'll certainly find you all whatever you need.
Coming back to school is always causes excitement and some anxiety on things. Right, Mr. Hahn?
Yes. Yep.
And so we all know that this is new for all of you. There's nobody judging. If you need something, you forget something, it's okay. We're all here we're in this together, and we're all trying.
Absolutely.
So next on our list is breakfast and lunch. So breakfast in the elementary, when you come in the mornings, grades PK to 2 are going to head straight to their classrooms, and breakfast is going to be there for you. All right. And then 3 through 6 is going to come in the mornings, and they're going to head down to the cafeteria if you want breakfast. You scoot through, you grab your lunch, and you take it to your classroom to enjoy there.
Yep. And for students in grades 7, 12, it's also grab and go. So if you want breakfast, go down to the cafeteria, get your food, and then head off to your first class of the day, where you'll have some time to eat in there.
Breakfast is free again this year for all of our students. So please, we have the food. Please take advantage of that and enjoy it.
Yep. And then real quick, since we're every other day upstairs, students who want breakfast or lunch for their at-home day, go to the cafeteria at the end of the day. We'll have food ready for you to take home with you before you leave the school.
Nice. That brings us to lunch. Exciting stuff. Now, there's been a lot of questions about lunch, right, Mr. Hahn? People think they're eating in classrooms and that. We are not. Mr. Pollinger and his crew have been working very hard. You're going to get to eat in the cafeteria. You'll go through, you'll buy lunch if you're buying lunch there. The tables have plexiglass dividers or see-through dividers for you that 4 students can sit at a table at a time, and you can take your mask off and you can enjoy your lunch. Now in the elementary, at the PK2 lunchtime, pre-K and kindergarten are going to eat in the cafeteria. First and second graders will come through and get their lunch if they're buying, and then they're going to take it down to the small gym where we have more cafeterias spread out with dividers so that everyone will be able to have their space, take their masks off, and be able to enjoy their lunch. That same scenario will go for 3 through 5. Third and fourth will eat in the cafeteria. 5th grade will head down to the small gym. And for the 6th, 7th, 8th lunch period, 6th grade will head to the small gym, while 7, 8 eat in the cafeteria.
Yep, that is correct. And then 9th and 10th graders, you'll be eating in the small gym. And then juniors and seniors, you're eating in the cafeteria. Students in 7 through 12, we've communicated this a couple times, but we're not letting anybody leave campus for lunch. Okay, and I know that's a big shift, but we're doing everything that we can to ensure that everybody stays safe throughout the school day and limiting exposure to outside areas. So that's the way we're going to go for the start of the school year. I know that's a change, but we know you all adapt and respond very well to it.
Next is recess and outdoor learning. PK6, you're still going to have recess. We do need you to wear your masks for going out to play, but we want you to get out there and get some of that energy out, have some fun, and be around with your friends. There's also going to be outdoor learning classrooms for PK12 to be able to take advantage of. That's exciting stuff, isn't it, Mr. Hahn?
Yeah, it really is. And 7-12 students, your teachers have already been signing up for these spaces. It'll be a really, really nice time to get outside and get some fresh air and learn in an alternative setting, a little bit of a different setting. So we're excited about that.
Looks kind of like we're having our own circus out there with our
tents
and everything.
Yes, it does.
We have, is it 6 outdoor learning classrooms?
Yes.
So that's pretty impressive. It'll be a nice change for everybody.
Your teachers who have signed these spaces out will talk to you about routines to get into for when you're going outside for class.
Snacks in the elementary. For your classroom, you'll have snacks. If you're bringing snack for the class, we do ask that it's a prepackaged store-bought snack. If you're bringing in snack just for yourself, then it doesn't have to be prepackaged and store-bought. And we are celebrating birthdays. If your child is having a birthday, they may bring in a treat for that. It does need to be prepackaged and store-bought though, please. So snacks are still a go here in the elementary.
For classroom materials for 7-12, devices are being distributed in your English classes. Students, you can take those home with you. All students in grades 7 through 12 can take them home. But make sure that you're charged up and ready to go for when you have to use it. You'll be provided a power cord and a charger as well. We also built in some time. What was that?
My lights went off. I didn't move enough.
We also have some time set up to go through some Office 365. I don't want to call it a training, but just kind of a how to utilize Office 365 a little more, because it is such an extensive program and there's so much that you can do. We're still learning about it, right, Mrs. Smith? So
very true.
We built in some time for students, for all of you to get more comfortable with Office.
In the elementary, for classroom materials, all your school supplies have been provided. They're already in your classrooms. Your homerooms have all of that stuff, so you don't need to worry about bringing any of that. You'll also have your devices. Pre-K through 6 will all have one-to-one devices. Pre-K through 2nd grade have iPads, and 3rd through 6th have laptops. So there's going to be trainings just the same in the elementary on being able to get into our new learning platform, Schoology, and our Office 365 suite, being able to use the applications that are in there. Exciting stuff. So for the first day, we need you to bring your backpack and a water bottle with your name on it.
Anything else, Mrs. Smith? I think we hit our points.
I think we hit them, and I gotta say, I'm just so excited. Mr. Hahn, I've loved being on Zoom with you here, but I'm excited to be around the building and to see other people tomorrow.
Yes, we cannot wait. It's going to be like Christmas. It's like Christmas Eve today. That's how I feel. We're very excited to have you all back in the building. It'll be okay. Things will be a little different, but we're all learning it together, and we're all on the same page. So let's get going. Let's get the school year started.
Patience with each other, I think, is important.
Have a great rest of your day. All right. If you're here tomorrow, which we hope you are, we can't wait to see you.
Very true. Bye, guys.
All right. Take care.